Hi, everyone. My name is Evan Pettit. I'm a director at MetaProp, leading efforts around our upcoming accelerator program in 2024. We are here with one of the many success stories who have graduated from the MetaProp Accelerator, the founder of Avail, Ryan Coon.
Thanks, Evan. Great to be here. Great to connect with you again. Always love talking with you and the rest of the MetaProp team. Quick background, I'm the co-founder, CEO of Avail, and now lead the rentals business at Realtor.com. The 30-second background on how I got into prop tech was a bit of an unusual story where 10 years ago, I was working for a large global investment bank. I hated my job. I wanted out. I saw the challenges and opportunities that were faced by more DIY mom and pop landlords. At that point, my co-founder and I decided to pursue this to solve the problem. We actually left our jobs in banking. We learned to code. We built the MVP of the product. And then a couple of years later, we had a little bit of traction, was fortunate to be introduced to Aaron Block and the MetaProp team. And we joined the program, had a great experience. We raised a few rounds of venture money. We built an incredible team, a great business that now serves more than 500,000 landlords across the US, more than 2 million renters across the country use our product. In December of 2020, the business was acquired by Realtor.com. So grateful for all of the success that MetaProp provided over the years that we were building.
Can you share a pivotal moment during your time in the MetaProp Accelerator that helped contribute to your future success?
As I think about this, there's not one aha moment, but it's more the collection of them. It's the entire body of being a part of the MetaProp family. There's an old Simon Sinek video out there where he talks about, how do you know when you love your wife? It's not an aha moment. It's a collection of all the small things. And it's the same with leadership. So I could point to a few highlights from the program, whether it's when we were first announced being part of MetaProp, and just that placement helped our SEO. That was a big game changer for our business. Or demo day down at the New World Trade Center building. It was spending time with all of the other founders. It's really a collection of all of those different experiences that made our time with MetaProp what it was.
How did the accelerator's mentorship and access to the MetaProp network influence the trajectory of Avail at the time?
As a first-time founder, there's just so much that you don't know, you don't understand, you haven't just lived through it. So the access to the mentor network, I really looked at it as a cheat code. It was basically giving us the ability to leapfrog other founders in our industry. It was the ability to run into a problem, and rather than me having to talk to 10 different people, it was affiliated with MetaProp and just say, hey, this is what we're running into. How have you seen it solved before? How did that play out? And being able to have some different experiences and perspectives shared within a number of hours or days instead of weeks or months.
Based on your experience, what key piece of advice can you give future participants for maximizing the value of MetaProp's accelerator program?
Well, I would think of this in two different ways. So the first way is when you're in the program, and then the second is after the program. What worked for us really well is recognizing that that period when you're working with the mentors, you're getting the weekly meetings, understand that that time goes by fast. As a founder, you really want to have a plan. You want to have a list of objectives. For example, for us, it was 3 things. It was the mentorship, it was the connections with other founders, it was building up that Rolodex of who has solved other problems. Number 2, we had a target list of partnerships. So there were other companies we aimed to go out and partner with. While we were in the program, they would be willing and wanting to talk to us. And then number 3, it was really around the validation. It was that in some ways stamp of approval. It was like the good housekeeping stamp of approval, where when we're talking with one of the largest insurance companies in the country about partnering, they looked at us and they said, you're in this MetaProp program. That must show a sign of validation that you guys actually are onto something and that the industry is behind you. And so for us, it was every week looking at that list of 3 things that we aim to get out of the program, so that come demo day, which will come up really fast, you can show progress towards those objectives. The second is post-program. On demo day, once you graduate the accelerator, that does not mean you're no longer a part of the family. Once you're in the MetaProp program, you're always a MetaProp company. And we found that staying in touch, staying involved, that just pays so many dividends. So I guess all of that to say, don't look at this as a 10-week commitment and then you're done. It truly is for the life of the company. You'll be connected, you'll hopefully be involved and be able to take things from the community and also give back.
After the conclusion of the program, how did you continue to leverage your relationship with MetaProp as your company grew?
The root of the question is a good one because, like I was saying, once you're in the family, you're always in the family, which is really exciting. It really is this lifelong connection. The ways that we've benefited changed a lot over time. So early on, coming right out of demo day, we continued for months and years after to leverage the investor network, and we relied on that. Once we wrapped up funding, then it was on to hiring. I would send Block my list of people we're trying to hire, and he would comb through his network. There have been other times where we've encountered different challenges, and we've been able to reach out to folks at MetaProp and say, here's the problem we're having. And then now, as you mentioned, I'm at Realtor.com leading the rentals business, and it's completely different. Right now, I've talked with a number of MetaProp companies about either partnering with Realtor.com or M&A connections. So as we look to continue building our business, there's areas we're not going to build. We're going to go out and we're going to buy someone in the industry. And so for those targeted areas of M&A, I've continued working with the MetaProp team. So all of that to say it's evolved, it changes over time. But the common theme is that once you're in the family, once you're a MetaProp company, you can really expect support and help throughout the life of your company and likely even beyond.
I really appreciate your time and feedback to prospective founders of future accelerator programs. We're super grateful to have you as a friend of MetaProp and can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you, Evan, and good luck to all the companies applying. So grateful for all of the help and success that MetaProp provided over the years that we were building.